We're live on YouTube.
Well, I'm going to stretch for a minute here.
Okay. Hello, welcome anyone who's watching on YouTube. Welcome to Ballet and Bharatanatyam. I am Jackie, and I'm one of the ballet instructors. I use she, her pronouns. And Kristen, who is the other ballet instructor, who also uses she, her pronouns, is not here this week, but she'll be back with us next week.
I'm Anjali. I'm one of the Bharatanatyam instructors. I also go by the pronoun she, her.
Hi, I'm Shruti. I'm one of the Bharatanatyam instructor, and I also go by she, her.
And similar to Jackie, another one of our Bharatanatyam instructors, Anita, is also out today. She also uses the pronoun she, her, and she will be back next week as well. So we can get started. Everybody just take a minute to stretch. Today, you know, it's a little, well, actually wherever you are. I was gonna say it's gloomy out, but depends on where you are. So even if it's nice out, you can always stretch. Just take a minute to really stretch your arms. When we start this class, we kind of just get started, maybe assuming that everybody stretches at home. But if you don't, just doing a couple arm circles, doing a couple stretches, touch your toes, go all the way up. I think it helps for everything. If you want to, usually for Bharatanatyam, what I do to help myself for stretching is I actually come down in previous weeks, we have this Adho Mundhi position. I actually use this when I stretch, just so that when I first go down, we'll do Namaskaram in a bit. And when I first go down, it's not a shock to the body. I stretch out kind of my quads and my knees, and I get comfortable a few times. Another exercise, I guess this is a small little thing, another exercise that you can do to help yourself is, in previous weeks, we've done this as a warm-up, which is going all the way down. And if you don't know the counts, you can just, give a 1, 2, 3, 4 to yourself, and then a 5, 6, 7, 8 to come back up. So those are all kind of exercises that we might not do every week here, but if they help you start to turn your knees out a little bit more and rotate your hips and keep a straight back, these are all things that we can be practicing at home. So those are things that I also use to warm up as well. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. That wasn't too much time, but we'll get warmed up as we go. We will start with Namaskaram as usual. I think we have a couple people here too, just a few of us, but if you're on YouTube or if you're watching this later as well. So Namaskaram we do at the beginning and the end of class. So we've gone through in previous weeks, so we'll just get started. We're gonna have our hands here at chest level, elbows up, shoulders down, and we'll start in a few seconds. Dalangu takadimi takatadeginatom, takadimi takajanu, 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 takadimi takajanu. Done. Okay, good. As usual, our warm-up, if you have now been watching our classes for a few weeks now, we usually start with nade. So I found my usual spot by this wall in the corner of my room. You want to have your hands behind your back. Again, no fingers peeking out. You want to have it nice and sturdy. Keep your shoulders back, but also you don't want to be doing a chicken walk. And then back straight as well. You don't want to be hunched forward as well. Okay? And we'll do a slow speed. I'll actually be clapping though to help you keep count. So in 3. Dalangu takadimi takadadinginatom, takadimi takajanu, 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 takadimi. Good. Okay, one more time, and we will do same back of the room a little bit faster. Okay. Give you about 3 seconds to get back. Okay. Balangu takadimi 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 takajanu 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 takadimi tak. Okay, good. Okay, we are going to start with Tattarabu. Shruti, if you want to, I am going to quick grab a computer charger. If you want to pin yourself quick, Shruti,
Yep.
You want to go through, I think I may still be pinned. You want to pin yourself. Shruti is going to go through a review of what the 8 steps are, and I will join you guys in a minute. Are you pinned, Shruti?
Yep, I think I'm pinned.
Or spotlighted, I want to say.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so we're just going to see all the 8 steps in Tattarabu today at one shot. So like Anjali said, in the previous classes, we went through like each of them in different speeds, but today we're just going to do it in the second speed all at once, and we will kind of like start moving towards hand gestures and the next Adavu called the Natadavu today. So before Anjali can join, I'm just going to quickly show you guys what's the first Tattaravu. Just like to stomp once on each leg. So it is 1, 2, and the shoulder cut is Saya, Sai. And for the second one, it's like 2 taps on the right leg and 2 taps on the left, which is like 1, 2, 1, 2. Taiya, tai, taiha, taihi. And for the third, it's like 3 taps on the right and 3 taps on the left, which is like tai, 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 tai. And for the fourth step, it's like 4 taps on the right and 4 taps on the left. It goes like tai, 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 tam, tai, 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 tam. And the fifth step is 5 taps on the right and 5 taps on the left. And it's like the first 2 taps are like a little slow, and the next 3 taps are like a little fast. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tai, 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 tam. And sixth step is basically like 3 taps on your right, a pause, and 3 taps on your right again, and the same way on the left. So it goes like 1, 2, 3, pause, 1, 2, 3. Tai, tai, tam, kitataka, tai, tai, tam. And the 7th step is little kind of like slightly confusing, but it is like 3 taps on your right, 4th on your left, and again 3 on your right. And it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tai, tai, tat, tat, tai, tai, tam. And the 8th step is 4 taps on your right, a break, and 4 taps on your right again. And it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, pause, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tai, 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 tam, kitataka, tai, 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 tam. I hope you guys got it. Yep, Anjali, are you back?
Yes, thank you for going through that, Shruti.
It's okay.
Shruti is also a rock star. She is recovering, but she's doing a great job today.
Thank you.
Okay, so just like Shruti went through the 8, we're going to pair 1 and 2 together, 3 and 4 together, 5 and 6 together, and then 7 and 8 together. We'll do like a moderate speed. It won't be a first and it won't be a third speed. It'll probably be around a second, but it's just so that we can keep moving through them since we reviewed them before. So again, the first and second together, the easiest one, it's just 1 on each side, and then I'll say 2. When I say 2, you're going to transition to 2 on each side, and then we'll take a break. Another thing that you can do during these exercises, especially the first ones because they're a little bit more basic, is your Natyaramba position, which Shruti is demonstrating now. So that's when we keep our hands up. As you can see, her shoulders are down. You can do that same exercise to yourself, which is rolling the shoulders back, set, and then raise the arms. You want that slight raise on the elbows so you get a nice curve of the arm, and then kind of tension on the fingertips, which pulls the fingers a little bit up, and that's where she gets a little bit of that curve upwards. So it's not just completely flat. But there should be, in feeling, if we were in person right now, you should feel tension and a stiffness in your arm muscles. If at all they kind of feel dropping or loosey-goosey, you know that you need to add a little bit more tension in them. And then imagine if a string is pulling your fingertips kind of slight upward direction, but to the side. Okay, so you can practice that though in the first couple because they're simple. So we will start with the first, and then I will say 2 and we'll switch to the second. Follow along with what Shruti doing. Dalangu takadimi takata dinginatum te ya te ya te ya te ya te 2 te ya te ya te ya te ya te. We're gonna do that one sequence one more time. It goes by so quickly, and that was just kind of your warm up into it. Okay, one more time. Dalangu takadimi takata dinginatum te ya te ya te ya te ya te 2 te ya te ya te ya te ya te. Okay. Okay, we'll keep on moving. So we're going to do 3 and 4. If you remember, 3 is te ya te, 3 on one side, 3 on the other side, and 4 is again 4 all on one side, 4 on the other. 3 and 4 also probably your opportunity if you want to add Natya Ramba position. You can later too, but this is probably the easiest one to get into. Okay. So dalangu takadimi takata dinginatum te ya te ya te ya ya te ya ya te ya ya te ya 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 te ya 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 te ya 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 te ya ya te. Okay, I realize I did not say 3 to 4, but extra brownie points if you were at home and you transitioned on your own. That means you are one step ahead of the game here. But we'll do it one more time, and I'm going to try to say 4. This one's a little awkward to say 4, but we will try our best. Okay, let's try it again. Dalangu takadimi takata dinginatum te ya ya te ya ya te ya ya te ya ya te 4 te ya 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 te ya 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 te ya 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 te ya ya te. Good. Okay, 4, the word fit in there. Okay, we're gonna do 5 and 6 together now. So 5 is te ya tam, which is 2, and then I think of it as like 2, and then the last 3 are a little bit faster together. That's all on the right side, and again on the left 2, and then the last 3 are a little bit also fast together. So I kind of think of it as 2 plus 3 on the right, 2 plus 3 on the left. But if you want to think of it differently, you can also do that. 6 is te ya tam, hitataka te ya tam. It is 6 on one foot, but you're pretty much adding 3 plus 3. That's why there's a little gap between the two. So when you hear it, the music, it might be a little jarring, but try to follow along, okay? Ready? Dalangu takadimi takata dinginatum te ya tam te ya tam te ya tam te ya tam 6 te tam hitataka te tam left te tam hitataka te tam right te tam hitataka te tam left te tam hitataka te tam. Okay, we're gonna do that one more time. I'm altering my clapping, I think, to see what helps you guys a little bit more. I'll try to clap, I think, when you guys are stamping, I think is the best way to do it. If you're practicing at home though, and you wanna just keep a steady beat, That is one way if you want to keep track of them. But if you want to, you can also clap on the each. As you can see, though, it kind of ends up being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 3, 4, 5 is a little bit closer together if you end up doing it that way. But we'll do that because it might help for practice right now. Okay, so let's try 5 and 6 together again. Dalang takadimi takatadinginatom te 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 tam paz te 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 tam. Again, te 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 tam te 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 tam. 6th te te tam kitataka te te tam. Left te te tam kitataka te te tam. Right te te tam kitataka te te tam. Left te te tam kitataka te te tam. Okay, we're going to move on to 7 and 8. So again, 7 is the one that's probably the most complicated. You're going to do a little bit of switching. So you're going to do 3 on the right side, 1 on the left side, and 3 more on the right side. And that equals 3 plus 1 plus 3, 7. And then the same, you're going to do 3 on the left side, 1 on the right side, and 3 back on the left side. Okay. Let's do, and then 8 is, we'll do them together since we did review them last week. 8 is going to be te, tam, kitataka te, tam. 4, pause 4, which is going to be your 8, okay? So we're just going to try it this time instead of breaking it down like last time. So everyone get ready. Dalangu takadimi takatadinginatom te, tat, te, tam. Left, te, tat, te, tam. Right, te, tat, te, tam. Left, te, tat, te, tam. 8, te, tam. Kitataka te, tam. Left, te, tam. Kitataka te, tam. Right, te, tam. Kitataka te, tam. Left, te, tam. Kitataka te, tam. Good. Okay, we are at 7:20. So let's do this. Let's maybe start with Nataravu. Okay, we have about 10 minutes left, so a little bit of time. So Nataravu is our next. What we just did is Tataravu. We will review this in coming weeks. I think I'm spotlighted again. So we'll review Tataravu in upcoming weeks. Nataravu, Nata, it means to stamp. And so this one is, sorry, Tata means to stamp. Nata means to basically place. So we're going to be lifting our foot and taking it to the side. It's slightly different, but this is also a fundamental. So we're just going to pretty much today with the remaining time start learning kind of what our body posture will be like. This is a very standard movement. So you're going to be coming from Samam. You're going to be in Adamandi, which was your sitting position. And the first one, just like we had a first Tataravu, we have a first Nataravu. Another sequence in the Adavus is you're going to take your foot and you're going to place it to the side. Now, when you place it to the side, we won't be doing it to music or anything right now. You're going to be kind of lifting it. You want to make sure that you lift it all the way. You don't want to just drag it. You want to lift it with intent and you want to place it on the side. So you don't want your knee doesn't come up. Your knee almost stays in the same position and you bend your foot backwards. So again, you want to bend your foot backwards and place. When placed to the side, it's almost like a natural. It's not going to be 100% side, but it's also not to the corner. It is naturally as far as your hips are turned out is where your leg goes. So ideally, you would like it to be as far as you can because your knees are supposed to be as far as they can outwards. But you don't want one knee turned in and the other leg turned out. you hopefully want to maintain symmetry and balance that way, okay? So in the beginning of this aravu, we're gonna just have our hands on our hips. And right now we're just gonna focus on, the first one is just gonna be in tataravu, we did one stamp on each leg. In nataravu, we have one place out, we come back, one place out, and we come back. When we come back with that same leg, you're gonna pick it up. Again, what the definition of picking up is, since we're not in person, is pretty much, it's almost like you want to kick your behind. So it's kind of the same concept of in nare, how we wanted to kick and place. It's the exact same concept, except you're sitting and you want to lift and place and stamp when you come back. Lift and place and stamp when you come back. Another thing to note is you don't want to, again, teeter from side to side. That's the same concept as we had earlier. You want to try to keep yourself as straight as possible. Another thing that will help you is when we add in the arms. So showing what the arms are for today is, Jack, you might know this one. So we're going to keep our hands right here. So what your hand is this is called pataka, and we will go through mudras in future weeks. This is called tripataka, okay? In tripataka, your basically your ring finger comes down. You don't have to, you know, right now it might only be here, it might feel unnatural. You want to push it down as far as possible. Everybody has a different make, so it's okay. But if your hand is right here, you just want to force that finger to go down, okay? And that might not come naturally right now, and you want to keep the thumb in as much as possible. You don't want the thumb hanging out over here. So this is one thing we want to practice. So where this hand is going to come is with this Natya Ramba position that we had, which was the arm curve plus, you know, pulling it straight to the side, is all it is the hand will have this on the edge instead of just this, okay? That's one thing that we'll add in for right now. If you're comfortable, you can just go one to each side. The sholukata for this is teyum tatta teyum ta. Just like we had teya te, teya te for the previous aravu, we have teyum tatta teyum ta. So you'll hear that in future weeks. So kind of get used to that. And what it is teyum tatta is one to the right, teyum ta is one to the left side. Okay, so we're going to try that today with just a couple minutes. We're going to try one. If you can guess what two is two on each side. You already are there because you did that in the previous aravu. But what it'll be is you'll be sitting in Adamandi. You'll have your hands up in this Natya Ramba position. Again, if you want to start here first, the best way to get into it when you're starting is to relax the shoulders, set, raise the arms, curve, and then sit in Adamandi. I would say if you're really at home, this is your first time doing it, that kind of sequence is the best way to get there. Eventually, what you want to be able to do is to come from here, which was samam, with your hands on your back, and come directly into here. But right now, if that is difficult, all you need to do is, again, get used to this position, curve, and again, remember that ring finger comes down. Right now, if that's not coming naturally, you can just do a palm, but I encourage you to push yourself to start doing that so it becomes muscle memory, and we're going to sit. So teyum tatta is teyum tatta. All it is when I am taking my foot out, I am flipping my hand to the outside, and I am looking. So everything that happens, do a little back and forth today, is you look out to the side at the hand, the leg should come out, my head should go this way. I don't want to turn my body. I want to keep my body straight, but I want to look to the side, and I want to keep my chin up, and then I want to come back to center. Same thing on the left side. I want to look to the left, out my left foot, my left hand out, as if you're looking to like a friend who's standing over there, and then you're going to come back. Okay, that's what it's going to look like overall. I just want you to have that picture, that mental image in your mind. And today, with the couple minutes we have left, we're going to do te yum ta ta, te yum ta, te yum ta ta, te yum ta, which is right, left, right, left. And I want your hands just on your back, okay? So everyone start here. And I won't count today, so everyone sit. Okay, in 3. Talangu takadimi takatadinginatum, te yum ta ta, te yum ta, te yum ta ta, te yum ta. If you're practicing at home, I want you to add the head in now itself. Adding the head with the feet is easier, and you can add in the hands later. Let's try it one more time. Sit, stand for a second, give yourself a little break. Okay, let's sit again and get comfortable in this position. Ready? Talangu takadimi takatadinginatum, te yum ta ta, te yum ta, te yum ta ta, te yum ta. Okay, one more time, and I want this to be the challenge round. Add in the hands that we talked about, and we'll try it one more time, and then we will end for today and pick up next week. Okay, so everyone sit. This is your challenge for the day. Hands up. Ready? Talangu takadimi takatadinginatum, te yum ta ta, te yum ta, te yum ta ta, te yum ta. One more time, relax a little bit. We won't do too much at once because it's a lot going on. So take a couple deep breaths. Okay, recenter. One more time. Talangu takadimi takatadinginatum, te yum ta ta, te yum ta, te yum ta ta, te yum ta. Okay, good. So we will end there for today. We'll do Namaskaram in a second. Couple quick tips about Natradavu. This is also a basis for a lot of different steps. So we'll go much more into it next week again. But if you're not getting the hands with the feet, it's okay. Today was just to give you a little preview and to get warmed up and into it. We will again start from 1 next week and add on 2 and potentially, if we're adventurous, 3. So, okay, we will end with Namaskaram at the beginning. So again, hands at chest level. I'll give everybody a couple seconds to get situated. Okay. Talangu takadimi takatadinginatum, takadimi takajanu, 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 takadimi takajanu tam. Awesome job. Any questions from the 3 of us here? I will check YouTube once. If not, we can move on. I feel like I'm getting a workout just by saying it and doing it together.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I think we're good to move on. And we can come back at the end of class if there's anything else.
Okay, so we can get started with ballet. So we're gonna start with plies. We're gonna do the same exercise we've been doing the last few weeks. It's a really standard plie exercise. If you've been with us for a while, I want you to start working on the allongé, which again is where you sort of take your middle finger and you extend the arms out from whatever position it's in. So it can be done in preparatory, it can be done in first, in second, and in third. And so it's a great transition. So we'll do the exercise in first position and in second position. quick reminder to not force your turn out, so just quickly snap your feet out. That is your first position. And so the exercise again is just going to be, we'll prep 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do allongé 5, 6, prep 7, 8. If you haven't been with us, if this is your first week, you can just keep your hands on your hips. 7, 8. Then we'll do Demi 1, 2, stretch 3, 4. Demi 5, 6, stretch 7, 8. Grand plie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do that twice. Then we'll do it in second position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Twice in second. Some reminders when you go into your grand plie, either in first or in second, you pass through that demi plie before you go all the way down. You don't stop there, but you should pass through. And when you're coming back up, your hands should hit first position as you hit that demi plie. And unlike in Bharatanatyam, in the Moramundi, you don't sit at the bottom of this, you just pass through. So you're always keeping your glutes engaged and you just pass through, you're never sitting all the way down. Okay, let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé 5, 6, prep 7, 8, demi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, grand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, grand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, tendu to second, 5, 6, 7, 8, demi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, grand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tendu back to first, allongé, and close. Really good. I'm just switching my camera view quick. How did that feel for everyone? Good? Okay. We're going to move on to tendus, dégagés, and piqués. We're going to do a shorter version of what we did last week. So if you've been, and we did it the week before too. So if you've been with us the past few weeks, this should be very similar to what we did. So what we're going to do is we're going to do tendu out 1, 2, in 3, 4. And then we're going to do dégagés or tendu battement jeté. Kristen and I use different names. So then we'll do 4 of those throughout 1, 2, in 3, 4. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 of those. Out 1, 2, in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to do tendu piqués, which we did last week. We're going to do that the same combination. So it's 1, 2, piqué 3, 4, piqué 5, 6, piqué 7, close 8. And I apologize for all of the sirens in the background. Something is going on outside. So again, to the side, it's out 1, 2, in 3, 4, dégagé 5, 6, 7, 8, out 1, hold 2, prick 3, hold 4, prick 5, hold 6, prick 7, close 8. Do it again to the back. Out 1, 2, in 3, 4, dégagé 5, 6, 7, 8, piqué 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, close 8, and then we do it to the side, and then we'll do it front, side, back, side on the left on qua, which means in a cross. Okay? Oh, good, the sirens are gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé 5, 6, 7, 8, tendu 1, 2, in 3, 4 dégagé, 5, 6, 7, 8, out, 1, 2, piqué, 3, 4, piqué, 5, 6, piqué, 7, close, 8, side, 1, 2, in, 3, 4, dégagé, 5, 6, 7, 8, out, 1, 2, prick, 3, 4, prick, 5, 6, prick, 7, close, 8, back, 1, 2, in, 3, 4, dégagé, 5, 6, 7, 8, out, 1, 2, prick, 3, 4, prick, 5, 6, prick, 7, close, 8, side, 1, 2, in, 3, 4, dégagé, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, prick, 3, 4, prick, 5, 6, prick, 7, close, 8. Let's take a brief pause, allongé and close, and we'll do the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé, 5, 6, 7, 8, tendu, 1, 2, in, 3, 4, dégagé, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, prick, 3, 4, prick, 5, 6, prick, 7, close, 8, side, 1, 2, in, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, prick, 3, 4, prick, 5, 6, prick, 7, close, 8, back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, prick, 3, 4, prick, 5, 6, prick, 7, close, 8, side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, close, 8. Allongé and close. Good job. That was a workout. One thing to think about when you're doing this is ballet is a lot about creating straight lines, but to do that, there's this idea of twisting. And I know Kristen and I have talked about that in the past. So one of the twisting you want to think about is when your leg is going to the back, you want to think about almost your opposite shoulder and toe trying to reach each other. They should actually be square. You shouldn't actually be doing this, but that kind of can help you keep square if you're thinking about these two twisting around. And another thing you can think about with the twisting is, especially when you're going to the side, first of all, always make sure that you're going to your side and not the side. So what I mean by that is my first position is not flat. Very few people have a flat first position. It's what we work towards, but everyone's first position is going to be a little bit different based on your rotation and the flexibility in your hips. So I'm never pushing it past where my toes are going. If you look where my first position is, my toes follow that line to go to the tendu. So when you go to the side, not only do you want to follow that line, but as you're going out, you want to think about lifting from your inner thigh. So you don't want to think about your quad muscle working so much. It will work, but you want to think about it coming from your inner thigh and rotating forward. And again, that's how you'll get that showing of the jewel that we've talked about. You want this inner part of your foot always showing to the audience. So that's something to think about. I think we can just do a quick exercise of just tendus. We'll just do 4 tendus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on quad, just to practice that. So we'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do it slower than that, but just so everyone can think about all the twisting. And even in the front, you can still think about that twisting here from your inner thigh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé, 5, 6, prep, 7, 8, tendu, 1, 2, in, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Allongé and close. Okay, so next I think we're going to go on to Rhonda Jam, which is something we have done, I think we did last week, maybe the week before. We started by doing Demi Rhonda Jam, which means half Rhonda Jam. And Rhonda Jam means circle of the leg. But this week we're going to do Demi Rhonda Jams and we're going to do full Rhonda Jams. So a quick reminder, you're basically doing a tendu and you're carrying the leg to the tendu second. And a full Rhonda Jam, you carry it all the way to the back. And then, so you can do that en dehors, which means open. So you're doing front to back. And then you can also do it en dedans, which means close, back to front. So there's kind of a lot to think about, and this is a really deceivingly difficult step because it's really easy for your hips to go all wonky, and they definitely will a little bit, and that's okay. But we want to focus and think about keeping our hips facing forward. So I've said this in weeks before. I think about having like car headlights on my hip bones, and I think of them always wanting to shine forward. So you really try to focus on that. So when you're bringing it from the front to the side, that should be pretty easy. Again, you're not going past your side, right? Your side is straight out from your first position. So you don't want to go past because you lose that gem and you lose your alignment. So again, just to your side. Then going from side to back is where it gets really tricky in your hips. Your hips do have to flip. But to make that as seamless as possible, you just think about keep pushing your hips forward, keep pushing your hips forward, keep pushing your hips forward. And you think about that twisting. So I'm trying to think of what. And I also, when I'm moving to the back, you should always be pulling up in your abdominals, but I even think about pulling up even higher to give myself that room. Then going back to front, it also is a little weird going back to side. So you're gonna pull up and you think about pushing your right hip forward and you think about trying to flip your right heel forward to the side as soon as possible. So you're leading with your heel and your hips coming forward. You come to that side. So you go past horizontal and then you come to the front. So the exercise we're gonna do is we're gonna do a Demi Rhonda Jam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold 7, 8, then we'll do to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold 7, 8, then we'll do an 8 count full Rhonda Jam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do that twice on the right leg, twice on the left leg. I'll show it on the left leg now. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you have done ballet before, if you're familiar with this, I challenge you to take the full 8 counts and never stop moving. If this is more your first time, it's okay to kind of stop in each position. I'm okay with that if you're new. That can be really helpful. Okay, let's begin. I'm gonna actually do it with my hands on my hips because it'll help me feel if my hips are moving, which they will be a little bit. But you can also do it with your hands in second. Just remember to keep your shoulder above your elbow, elbow above your wrist, and try not to let your elbows droop. It happens. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé, 5, 6, 7, 8, demi, 1, 2, 3, 4, in, 5, 6, hold, 7, 8, side, 1, 2, 3, 4, in, 5, 6, hold, 7, 8, full, 1, 2, side, 3, 4, back, 5, 6, in, 7, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 7, full, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, left side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and breathe. So that was ande or. We're halfway done. Now we have to do it ande dan. So we're going to start in the back, doing the exact same thing. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé, 5, 6, prep, 7, 8, back, 1, 2, side, 3, 4, in, 5, 6, hold, 7, 8, side, 1, 2, front, 3, 4, in, 5, 6, hold, 7, 8, back, 1, 2, side, 3, 4, front, 5, 6, in, 7, again, back, 1, 2, side, 3, 4, in, 5, 6, hold, 7, 8, side, 1, 2, front, 3, 4, in, 5, 6, hold, 7, 8, back, 1, 2, side, 3, 4, front, 5, 6, left, side, back, 1, 2, side, 3, 4, in, 5, 6, 7, 8, side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, again, back, 1, 2, side, 3, 4, in, 5, 6, 7, 8, side, 1, 2, front, 3, 4, in, 5, 6, 7, 8, full, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and breathe. Woo! That was quite a workout. Just gonna check the time. So we have about 10 minutes left. I'm gonna do, we'll do one more thing. We're gonna just practice our port de bras. We haven't done this recently, but we did it quite a few weeks ago, but it's something we've been using in our plies. So the Vaganova, the creator of this particular style of ballet, created a few different port de bras, and this is the first one. So port de bras, again, means carriage of the arm. Bras are arms, and port means carriage, just like portable, if you kind of think about it. So what we'll do is we'll do allongé 5, 6, prep 7, 8. Then the arms are just, they go down 1, 2. They go through first, 3, 4, They go to 5th or 3rd, 5, 6, and they come around to side 7, 8. So we'll do that a few times. So things to think about is it's like you have a big beach ball in your arm, and your arms don't really change. Like the shape of my arm isn't changing the entire time. Now, if you want to be fancy with it, you can add the allongés. You would do 5, 6, 7, 8. You would do an allongé before coming down. And then you keep it, you don't do an allongé here. Don't do an allongé here. Then you do one here, 5 on the last piece. So again, you do allongé, come down. You don't do one here, you don't do one here. Then when you reach the top, you do one here. So what your hands look
You
like.
show a close-up of the top one. Yeah.
Yep. So what your hands look like is it's like your middle finger is getting pulled. So it opens and comes around. So again, it's kind of open and around. I think of almost like you have like it's like a puff of smoke sort of, like something is puffing out to come around. You don't like do that. You don't push it with your hands, but it does sort of puff open.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, so let's do that from first position. 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé 5, 6, prep 7, 8, down 1, 2, up 3, 4, up 5, 6, around 7, 8. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, around 7, 8. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, around 7, 8, and close. Really good. That looks really good, Anjali. And I'm sure anyone watching on YouTube, it looks good as well. I just can't see you. So we'll finish with reverence. It's what you do at the end of every ballet class to show your respect for your fellow students and your teacher. So if you've been with us the last few weeks, this should be really familiar. If you haven't, just follow along. So you're going to start on your left foot. It's going to be in what would be a first position if your right foot was there too, so turned out. Your right foot is like in a bent tendu. So the gem is still, you're still shooting that heel forward, but your leg is bent, your knees are touching. And then we're going to step out. We're going to bring our arms to second, step out, step toe ball heel. We bring the left leg behind and we curtsy. And then we step out to the left, toe ball heel, and we curtsy. And then we'll do the bows. So you put your foot in a dig. You step out, bring the right arm up, dig the left foot, bow, and then we'll step out, keep the arm to the side, dig the right foot, and bow. Yay. Good job, everyone. Do we have any questions on YouTube?
Let me check. Thank you, Jackie. That was a great class. I enjoyed it.
Thank you. It was a small class today, but a fun class.
I feel sore, so.
I enjoyed it too, but I was just dancing very lightly. But,
I don't
yeah.
think there are any questions that I see, at least. Maybe somebody else just double check to make sure.
I did. I don't think we have.
I didn't see any.
Okay.
So announcements, there's no class tomorrow or Saturday because we are prepping for Grade Indian Dance Off finals, which is so exciting. So log on to SAATH's YouTube page Sunday night at 7 p.m. for the grand finale of the show. And if you have been a competitor and were eliminated, we highly recommend that you submit another video for fan favorite. That will be also announced, a $100 cash prize, and the winner of the final four teams remaining, will get a $500 cash prize. So that's really exciting. And then if you're watching on YouTube, there should be a banner below. There's some really cool SAATH swag. There's face masks, tote bags, stickers, t-shirts, baby onesies. There's lots of cool phone covers, I think. There's lots of cool things, so check that out. And if you're able to, please donate, saathmn.org/donate. We would really appreciate your donations so we can continue to do programming like this.
And then I think, in addition, Saturday class is also canceled. I forget if you said that one. So yeah, tomorrow and Saturday. And then I think there's still yoga on Sunday. I believe so. I have not seen otherwise yet. So keep your eye out for that.
And if you're bummed that class is canceled, that's okay, because you can visit SAATH's YouTube page and see all of our old classes. You can do one from a few months ago if you want, or one from last week, and still get your workout in and your dancing on.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably now in terms of like full online classes, there's probably like an inventory of like 30. I mean, not 30, but however many weeks since March now. So lots to learn.
Yeah.
I think those are all the announcements for this week, right?
I believe so. If you are watching on YouTube and you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and we can also try to check it before next week. And I think next week we're doing mudras too, right? So if you feel comfortable joining on Zoom, you can really get some not really hands-on, but some one-on-one feedback with your mudras, which is really helpful because it can be kind of tricky. And so it's nice to have one of our instructors kind of giving you that feedback. So I highly recommend joining on Zoom next week, even if you only put your video on for that part.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, and I like that idea that Jackie gave, which was if you have any questions and you're watching on YouTube, we can actually start checking the previous week's comments once that recording is up before this class on Wednesday. And maybe if there is anything, we can always answer them. So if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to do that as well. But yeah, come join us. We'll be here every Wednesday.
Yep.
Anything else? I think that's it.
Nope. We will see you all next week, and hopefully you'll be logging in Sunday night for the Great Indian Dance-Off Finals as well.
Yeah, and that's at 7 p.m.
Yep.
7 p.m. Central.
So many things to look forward to. Okay. If
All
anything, see you guys back here next week.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Bye, and thank you.